going on, guys? Back with another video today, and what we're going to talk about is having a cue, right? Having like a cue word, or like something that pops into your, or like something that you say that gives you the memory and the remembrance that you are one with God, all that is, knowing that everything's happening here and now, and what you want is also happening here and now. Oh, that was a crazy zoom. But what can you say to remember that whole meaning of what I just said? The whole four pillars of our existence that is our lifestyle. It's a natural part of who we are, right? And we're one with God, one with the universe. We are the observer. I suggest that we get a phrase or word that we can remember, that we are the observer, that everything's happening here and now, that we are all that is. Everything's happening here and now, so you're here. And there is no, what can I say? Yes, there's no condition needed to be met to go from here to here, and it's instant. And to deal with like the 3D circumstances, or what's going on around you, feels like it's like you can't get out of it. You just declare and say that, hey, whoa. You say that everything is unfolding perfectly, right? You say everything is unfolding perfectly, so then you are able to let everything flow, where you are not looking out there and being like, why is this not changing? Because you understand you're here, everything's here. So then you have this perception of that everything's unfolding here, right? Where you're seeing and what you're feeling, what you're thinking, right? Everything's unfolding perfectly to get to here, right? That is what you want. But you're not saying it to get to there anymore. You're just saying it because that is a perspective to have on this 3D reality, because we're here also to experience ourselves as one with the Creator, right? Yes, it's instant, but we're also here as man to experience ourselves as one with God, to know ourselves as the spitting image of God, and that He's always here right where with us, that we are His son, and that we are here to move and be and live and breathe through His word, right? And create the life of our dreams. That's why we have desires, right? That's why we think of something, we're like, oh, I really want this. Like, this is like a burning passion of mine. This is what I want. This is what I envision myself as. Like, this is my highest potential that I could reach. Like, it's not just like there for no reason. It's there to be journeyed on and achieved through this understanding. So let's go back to what I was saying, where I was like, hey, what is one phrase or one word that you can just remember to activate that identity within you, that you understand that you're one with God, all that is, everything's happening here and now, what you want is happening here and now, and there are no conditions to be met to have what you want? I would say it's I am. All right, because I am, and whatever you say after I am, whatever follows I am, that is a perception. And anything after I am is unlimited. Like, you can say I am and have anything have anything after that. Whew. You can have anything after I am, and that's unlimited to choose from, right? That really shows your unlimitedness, that limitlessness that you are. And from that understanding, when you just say I am, you're just like, okay, I really understand that, hey, that this is who I am. It just locks me back in that reality of knowing that I am that I am. I am one with God, and you're not attached to what's going on out there anymore, right? Because you understand that you're here You're the observer. Everything's happening here and now. And what's going on out here is happening and will always be happening, because everything's happening here and now. So what's happening out there, what's happening that's unpreferred, it's always going to be happening, always happening here and now. And but so is what you want. What you want is also always happening here and now. Oh my god, my nose. What's also happening here and now is my nose being fine, not stuffy or not irritated. You know, yo, I gotta take caffeine pills right before this. I gotta do like a caffeine pill ad, because I stand by it. All right, God gave us coffee or caffeine to like live fully all day. Anyways, so, but yes, figure that out for yourself. What can you say that brings you back to that knowing? Is it I am God, I am one with God, I'm reality, I'm unlimited? Right, that one phrase that taps you back in. That one thing that you remember. You have fun with it, right? Your safe word. Pineapple. You know what I'm saying? Pineapple, and then you understand that, hey, I'm one with God, etc., etc., etc. Think about it. I would say just that I am. It's just you really understand that. And hold on, I'm watching something right now. At the same time, making a YouTube video. Man, I'm just gonna throw this away, bro. Like, this was a great YouTube video, but I'm distracted. Anyways, this is gonna pop off, but it's gonna perfectly unfold into another great YouTube video. I just can't really think of anything right now that I really want to talk about. I think this is important though. This is really important, where you just understand you have that phrase that you can come back to. So what do you guys want to manifest, right? Boom. Think of it. This is the discipline you want. Discipline. You're seeing yourself not disciplined. You're seeing yourself not putting in the work that you want to put in. Or you're seeing yourself kind of just locked in your room, not really exploring the world that you would like to explore. Not living the life that you'd actually like to live. Boom. Hit the phrase, I am. Any phrase to remember that you're one with God. That what's happening here and now, it's happening and will always be happening. There's nothing to fix, and there's no conditions to be met to decide who you are and be that what you want to be and live in that reality. And then you choose who you are now, right? You declare that I am living the life of my dreams, because that is also happening here and now. And then you can decide what you want to do next. And you don't have to think all of that. Now you just, hey, keep remembering that, because that's who you really are. Now turn it into one phrase, I am. And now I know I have all my desires, that I'm living the life of my dreams, because I understand all of that, all the fundamentals that I just listed out. Now have fun with it. Visualize, hey, what do you want? Visualize yourself walking through the streets of London, New York, Los Angeles, St. Louis, Minnesota, whatever, right? Wherever you want to be. Being the man, being the woman of your dreams, talking to people, conversating with people, doing things where you just don't care, where you don't care about what people think, and you're living your truest self. You're free. You're not tied to anything, because you're not tied to anything. You're never, I'm gonna say this, you're never ever just one identity. So when you see what you see out there, you understand that, hey, that is always happening. It will always be happening, but that is one part of an identity that I can perceive as it just is. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not tied to it. And it's perfectly unfolding into the identity that I want it to unfold into. And all of that can be dwindled down into just a phrase, right? I am. And then you understand all that with just that phrase. Because this is not supposed to be, like hard work or anything, right? this is something that you're supposed to just like enjoy life with, because you're gonna be in the moment now. You're not like dwelling on what you see or your past anymore, because there's no past. It's just happening here and now. It's your perception on the past that's happening right now. All right. You're gonna think of something, right, that you think happened in the past. Like, let's say I tore my hamstring my senior year of high school, right? So, and that stopped me from playing soccer. I was gonna do really good that year. I had like 4 goals already, first 3 games. It's tweaking. So, but you see how I'm saying that? I'm perceiving that past. Like saying that I'm perceiving that past as something that's tied to me. I'm saying that I went through that, and I'm perceiving that as I'm tied to it. That is always gonna follow me. That is always there. That I lived that. I did live it. I will always live it, but I am tying an identity. I'm tying myself, and I'm remembering that right now with this perspective that happened to me, that's affecting me right now, and that I am defining myself by it, instead of looking at it as that's one part of reality. It's one perspective that will always exist, that's always happening, and I'm not tied to it. Now I could revise, because I'm one with God. All things are possible. All perceptions are there. Everything's happening here and now. And there are no conditions to decide and be exactly who I want to be. I'm going to revise it to be, I never tore my hamstring. My legs are healthy. My hamstrings are healthy. And I played soccer in college. I'm still super in shape. And I got the moves. I still got the moves. I got 10 times better because I got coached under a great Division 1 team, and I wasn't and I was practicing every day, locked in. So that's, yeah, I think that's a good example. And you do that with anything you want to do that with, right? Anything you want to do that with. This was just a random video. I gotta be more prepared. I'm gonna chat GPT, hey, how do I make YouTube videos where I structure them correctly? But this was good. I really like to give out ideas that, hey, like, this is not supposed to be any hard work to remember. Like 5 fundamental pillars of who you are, just, tied into one phrase. Knowing that, hey, what's happening here and now is will always be happening. That's will always be happening, no matter what. But what is also happening here now is exactly what I want to be. So I'll let everything just perfectly unfold into that. I choose that I'm experiencing what I want right now, and that's who I'm going to be, and decide and have that perspective of. Right? All right. Cheers, guys. Cheers. This was a great video. Follow my socials in the description. And lock in. Tomorrow's gonna be a better YouTube video. We're gonna do one in the morning. Wake up at 5 a.m. It's 6 o'clock right now. And I gotta look at this part of the camera, not this. Oh. Yeah, it's my outro. That's gonna be my outro, bruh. Alright, yo. Guys, stay blessed. Have a wonderful day today and tomorrow, because it always exists. My days are always great. There's blessings on blessings and blessings in my days. So, cheers, guys. Good night. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed.